Folks, it's not ideal if you have cash, and I mean a large amount of cash in your bank account during times of inflation. And I'm not talking about like $1,000, $2,000 in the bank. I'm talking about $100,000 upwards, because what happens is your buying power for that money, it ends up going down. And you might be asking, what does that even mean? Okay, so let me give you an example. I'm a real estate broker, right? And I help clients buy and sell properties. And I had a commercial client who had legitimately $2 million in the bank, and they were looking to buy a property so that they can get a large return. In commercial real estate terms, that's called cap rate. Cap rate stands for capitalization rate, and that's how much of a return every year that you're going to be getting off of that investment. And typically for a building, you're looking anywhere between 4 and 7% roughly. That's typical. But they were looking for a 12% return, which is extremely high cap rate and takes a very long time to find. Well, we started looking, and during that time, they put it into investment, short-term investments, so that they can have that cash available. They were putting it into some money markets too, so that they could pull it out when we had a deal. We found some projects, but many of those projects were very high risk, and they just didn't end up going forward with them. So a year and a half goes by, and they still had $2 million in the bank. Some of those investments had gone up and down, and now they're at the same level. But their buying power during that time went down to 1.6 million. They still had $2 million in the bank, but their buying power for that 2 million, where before, that year and a half before, they could have bought a property that was $2 million, but is now 2.4 million roughly. So their buying power actually went down 20%, because inflation went up 20% during that time we were looking. That's $400,000, folks. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, I don't have millions of dollars. Let's talk about $100,000. Your buying power went down. Now, you could have bought $100,000 worth of product before, but now you can only afford $80,000 worth of product. That's what the buying power is. That's the whole point of the Fed increasing the money supply. They don't want people to hold on to their cash. They want them to take it out and spend it and keep the economy going. And those times, people are trying to buy a bunch of stuff because they don't want their money to get devalued, and they want to get the most amount of things for that money. We always say this in real estate: cash is crap. It's obviously not. We want to have some cash on hand, but you want to minimize it. So what do you want to do? People always say you have to invest it. Okay, well, what do you invest it in? You have to invest into something that keeps up with inflation. And right now, real estate is doing that. Real estate is not going down, at least in the residential side of things, because we're short on inventory. Inventory is extremely low in real estate right now. We can't keep up because of the whole COVID situation. We lost about 2 years of building things, and inventory went down. That's an important aspect. And then people are holding on to their home because they have lower interest rates. So they don't want to get rid of those interest rates. That means inventory is very low and home prices haven't gone down. That's the key part, because demand is very high still. People still want to buy. Folks, as I said, I'm a real estate broker. And if you're interested in buying or selling a property, give me a call. I would love to help you. I do residential and commercial both. So whatever you're looking for, I can help you in that aspect. I service Southern California clients, and I can help you find that perfect property for you. I can even help if you are moving out of state. I can help you find that perfect agent out of state.